Hi guys, it's time to release the ISOs almost, right? It's the 7th of March and I've made already an how to stay rolling video. I still have to make a what is new video, so you know in a very concise way this is changed, this is new, this is what you can do. And we've changed ArcoLinux, we've changed ALCI, we've changed Carly. But we should take a look as well at AA. Now, what is AA at all? I've learned so much with looking over the fence, because basically that's all it is. There are 40 ways to install ArcoLinux. 40 ways to install ArcoLinux. And this one is a script from Pico, I call him. You'll see later on. Here is the home of the Alice project, right? pico.dev. And he creates with ease and comfort and structure, right? I like structure in scripts, that it's clear and concise, and voila. I like the way he does things, but in no time. What is no time? I believe I have here somewhere, that's the record time. We'll try it on today again. The fastest installation of ArcoLinux in XFCE4 is 129 seconds. That's fast, right? That's fast. That you have an installation after 2 minutes, and then of course it's still up to you. It doesn't have any browsers, editors and so on, but it's the standard XFCE4 and XFCE4 goodies. But it's the Arch way of installing things. The only thing I did was combine the ArcoLinux ISO with the Alice project, so it ends up into AA, right? And that's of course a fun name. So the AA. Okay, let's do an update, just checking if something is new, because we're not always looking at these projects, and Pico is not always working on the code. So I have some scripts here. This is the official Alice script, and I'll just remove the old one to be really certain and get the new thing in. So this is the official one. This is where I play with, and that should work always, right? So if this works, then I'll move the code over to here, and that's why we should use devs, development or beta or whatever. And we compare. Did anything change? I did do the checkup a few, maybe less than a week ago, so not much to be seen, but I'll just show you the workflow that you should do. So we have the alicepackage.conf. I want to have the true, log true, and not false. So this, the right one is Pico's, and the left one is ours. I do want to have bash completion and nano and melt and Firefox. I don't want simple screen recorder, because it's there, but with a exclamation, which means it's just a choice. Now it will be on the system, right? It's just simple exclamation mark. Atom is not there, Yakuake is not there. If I install Plasma, then I will install Yakuake, right? And we scroll down and we see that the AOR install is false. I want it to be true, because I want to have Inksy, and I want to have Sublime Text 4, an editor. And that's just a blank line. Doesn't hurt anybody. Did I change now something? Close without saving. What did we change? Nothing, I thought. So nothing changed. Simple screen recorder probably. Okay. What else? Alice recovery. He's from Spain. I'm from Belgium. Other keyboard. Logging is true. This is if you want to recover. If the system crashed, I can do this one, and I can reset everything. We have here BetaRFS, and here's BetaRFS, and here is X4 choices, right? Now in this case I can do whatever, right? I can keep this the same. It's recovery, it's not installation. If something goes wrong, then I'll do this, and then I'll have to think, okay, what did I select? Did I select RiserFS or anything else? I have to check it out anyway. Spain, Belgium. And here we make some choices, right? Here he says X4, I'm gonna go for ButterFS, and I've made other mount points. And you'll see in the What's New video of March 2022, you'll see that we have a new way of making all subvolumes in ButterFS. And I'm going in a different direction than Pico is going, and that's okay. And that's the fun with this project. You can theme and tweak it. It's all variables, and whatever is in the variable will be executed. That's all we want, right? A simple way of installing ArcoLinux, but not with Calamares, with Alice. So I've given myself here a swap size of 8 GB, more than enough. And then reflector is true. I want to have the best mirrors from Arch. In my case, I've seen Sweden is best because that's Osbeck. So he's gonna win there. I'm living in Brussels, and keyboards and languages, keyboard, layout, all the things I've explained in other videos, right? It's okay. What choice of desktop do I make? I take an XFCE and not a something else. So the exclamation is just gone in one of them. Single means choose one, right? You can't choose more than one. Packages multilib, true. Install packages, true. Pipewire is true. So I've chosen to go for Pipewire rather than Pulse Audio in this system. And a provision, that's if we have something extra to add to our system. And that's new. I've asked for it and he has provided it. So what was I going to do? In files, etc x11 xorg.conf, I've added this one. This is great. Control Alt Backspace, and it throws me out of the whatever desktop I am and gives me back LiTM or SEDM or Li, and I can log in again. So that's a good. Well, I miss it if it's not there. So it's now possible to do that. And as you see, you have to mimic the structure of your Linux operating system, etc x11 xorg. And everything goes on there. And for the rest, that's provision true. Okay, and rest is done. And we have the Alice script itself. We have some discrepancies there. I can't seem to be able to convince him to add the package kit Qt5 on there, because if you install this cover and you don't have a backend, it bugs out, it doesn't work. So the package kit Qt5 is on my list, and this is choices, right? We're all people, we're all making choices, but you're in control. Put it in there, it's in there, it will be installed on a KDE environment. And I've made a few more, and left WM is here, OpenBox, Qtile, Awesome, BSPWM. So we have something that works. And all the rest, the same, which means that we're done. We've seen it all. Yeah, there's no need to refresh. We've seen it all. What I can do as an extra is say these two guys. Let's compare these two guys. You sometimes have to do it twice. And yeah, I've just made one change, right? The X4 and ButterFS. So actually this is better since I chose ButterFS in the first one as well. So there's no difference. Both of them are exactly the same thing. I'm gonna push to all LS GitHubs. So you have it too. What did I change? Nothing really. ButterFS. Oh yeah, there's a line there. ButterFS subvolumes. ButterFS subvolumes. Everything seems to be online already. So these two are the scripts. This one is the ArcoLinux creation. So it's on the GitHub, you'll find it. It's on the GitHub. And all I need to do is build ArcoLinux with ls.sh. And I have a nice nano RC. Otherwise nano is really not nice. And then you can't read it without colors. It's all white and doesn't work. So this one is just build. Execution, right? Just type build. It's not technical. That's it. And we're building an ArcoLinux ISO that's up to date. If you download the ISO from ArcoLinux, it's 7th March, meaning a week ago. This ISO is from now, with the software versions of now, with the Linux kernel from now. So you can't make an ArcoLinux ISO that's more up to date than this one. And if you need it, you build it again. The result will be an ArcoLinux ISO with one particular thing, well, two actually. I've done both of them. I've put both of them on there. What is both of them? Well, the script, the ls script, the def version and the other one, both of them will go on there. With a little script here, I say, go put a folder ls and a folder lsdef on the root. And that's it. There is a folder on there with scripts. 2 folders. And I can play around. If this one breaks and I use the other one, stuff like that, because you can, well, new code will come in and new issues will arise, and then you can communicate with Pico and say, look, I'm working with your ls scripts. It's a wonderful tool, but, and then you ask politely what's going on and if it can be improved. Voila, super F. And it's building an ISO. And here we see all these messages again, warning. These are the things we got rid of in ArcoLinux. They're still in Kali and they're still in ALCI because we want to stay close to ArcoLinux. By default, they leave everything in there. Now you'll see this is quickly built. Why? There is nothing on there. There is no desktop on there. There is no SCDM or LightDM or anything like that. There are no ArcoLinux packages, no browsers, no editors. It's the pure Arch. It's the black thing. But instead of going over all the commands from arcolinuxd.com and the phase 7, install ArcoLinux the Arch way, we'll run the scripts from ls. Let's pause a little bit here, or maybe I can already put everything ready. So we'll need VirtualBox. I do have an AA here already, that's good. This for a prior video, that can go. Delete all files. This can go. And let's clean up a little bit. So yes, you can make your own personal repo. You can add it to any of our ISOs, and that's the video I've made. Left WM plus Nemesis repo. Excel clone. We can remove that one as well. So this one, AA. Last time it seems it was on January the 31st, meaning 1 month later we'll build it again. This one we don't need, although, finished. Where is it? It's in the AA out. Okay, it's in the AA out. Eric, it's in the AA out. There are a few there. Okay. That's the last one. Let's select that one. So AA, choose a disk file. It's in Eric, it's in AA out, and it's the last one. 0307. And yes, it says ArcoLinux. It is ArcoLinux with a twist. And yes, of course, you get the logo and you get all the things, the possibilities that you normally get. Okay, so the keys, load keys, BE, Latin 1, the keys. I have a Zerty. When I ask to give me the directory structure, it says the first line there, Alice, and one line beneath it, Alice dev. Huh, that's not normal on ArcoLinux. No, it's not. So cd ls, there you are. And we have a start.sh. All my decisions have been made. We don't make any decisions here. We do it locally. Put it on GitHub, burn it, or pull it. And when we run the start, is the only one that's green, which means executable. It will make sure, do you want to get the latest, last of latest GitHub code in, internet required. It will override anything you may have changed. So if you say a space here, a space there, an extra application there, push it to the internet and it's going to get it. It's going to git pull the stuff. And you have the very last code on here. I'll have to do it like this, I think. It doesn't seem to be, we can't see what he's doing. That's VirtualBox for you. Thank you very much, VirtualBox. That's clear. Okay, back at the top. ls, what happened? We've got all this. Everything changed. All that is executable or should be executable is executable, right? So let's do the start again and hope that we see a little bit more this time. Yes. And then it says, warning, this script deletes all partitions of the persistent storage and continuing all your data in it will be lost. That's the idea, right? Make up your mind and let now you go for dinner, you go for a walk, you say yes, and then you walk away, right? That's the fun of this script. It will automatically, with all the parameters you provide, do its thing. The only thing is VirtualBox is rubbish these days, it seems. What are you doing, guy? What I'll do, I'll see what happens. If it installs fine, that's great. And otherwise, I'll add a video to it with VMware or QEMU or anything else. Except VirtualBox, it seems. He's now making a swap file. Okay. Don't touch anything, Eric. Now he's installing ArcoLinux keyring. The reflector is there, so hopefully Sweden, well, Osbeck comes out of it. And then the rest. The base devel get installed. I do not dare to touch my keyboard anymore. This should be done like everything else, right? An operating system shouldn't be installed in a virtual machine, but it's good to learn if it all works nice, not slow. Just saw a swap file there. BTRS programs are being installed, so he knows I want to have BTRS. Display. What did I choose? Lithium. Don't remember, right? It's a choice you make, it's in the variables, and the machine executes. Figure it out once, use it dozens of times. Grub. Okay, I've chosen grub. There were 3 choices, I think. Yeah, this is XFC. Yep. I saw XFC packages. At the end, they built AUR, but I don't think we're there yet. I see Pipewire flashing by. My username, here it is, Sublime Text. That's AUR. You can see Parubin is AUR. So I have something, right? If I have a pure Arch and I don't have an AUR builder, what's the fun in that? All the fun packages are mostly on AUR. So I need to have an AUR helper. And we're done. Simple, right? It boots up and everything. Nice little grub, no color, no problem. And we got Lithium, it seems. And a lot of volumes. Don't like to see all these volumes, desktop settings, icons. And there's quite a few. I guess I do this one. We have left that one. For me, I don't need any of these guys. Close. And there we are. NeoFetch, was that installed? NeoFetch. Sudo pacman -s NeoFetch. Is this pure Arch? Maybe a question people will ask. If you do an update, it doesn't work, right? It does not compute. Sudo pacman -s YYU. That does compute. So, Arch, 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 Arch. Pure Arch. What you still need to do is figure out how does the sound work, maybe? No, working just fine. Pulse audio is there. Bluetooth, printers, you have this, which means pure XFCE. And then maybe you think, oh, that's where everything is coming from. It's not Eric who chooses to install this. It's XFC4. It's a meta package. I've just made a video about explaining about meta packages. And the XFC4 goodies. So type in Arch Linux XFC4 - goodies and see what's in there. That's what ArcoLinux says should be installed. I did install Firefox. I have a browser. Yay. But no VLC or MPV or anything like that. No Office. This is pure Arch XFC. Voila. Another video to tell you guys this is super simple. Only a rubbish view that we had because of VirtualBox. That's something else. But on the ISO that I've just created, I'll put it online on SourceForge as well, so you can actually download it if you don't want to do the exercise. Then download it and test it out and see if this is something you would like. Then you create your own Alice configuration GitHub on your own URL and add that to the list of to the ArcoLinux ISO, and you're in control. You're in absolute full control of what goes on your operating system. All right, enjoy.